Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Action has already started. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Mbappe. Played in. Vinicius Junior. Nicely aimed pass. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Mbappe brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Rodrigo. Goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the...
Struck first time! And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rodrigo. Dink through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vinicius Junior. Plays it in low. Now it's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior, played into space. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Carvajal. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed.
Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. And that has been clubbed away. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he cuts out the supply. Carvajal for Valverde. Carvajal. And it's Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that's gone loose. Eder Militao. Can he spark a counter here? And he's worked it through. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Tchouaméni gets good distance on it. And smartly reclaimed. Carvajal. Tchouaméni. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, good take and a good... He's got all. Just off target.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he was quick to react. And they can counter here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Cambio de jugadores.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Madrid come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Eder Militao. And here's Mbappe. And he's played it back. That shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up real chance!
That pass has been... And he shoots! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Throw it. And that's definitely not his best. Valverde. Valverde. There he goes, motoring forward. That is a brilliant interception. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Eder Militao. Howson. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good ball, good take. Can he finish? They've scored! And they are right back within touch. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 5.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Por el dorsal 16. El dorsal 21.
Eder Militao.
El dorsal 15. El
Alex
dorsal
Ceballos.
19. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Courtois claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rudiger. Tchouameni. Some really good ball movement. He's cut it out. Here's Tchouameni. And it's Diaz. Played back. Rodrigo is onto this. Vinicius Junior! And he's quick to get it clear again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Eder Militao. And it's Ceballos. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Tchouameni. That's a good ball. Ceballos. Now it's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Tchouameni. The final 5 minutes. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, this looks sharp. And here's the chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! Nicely weighted ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
There won't be another chance after this one. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Confirmation that... And time is up. Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Chouameni did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Porro. Ferran Torres threads one in. Yamal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Still goalless at the moment. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And he welcomes it in. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now he's got space here. Well, there's the clearance. And they've got a throw. Gavi. Pedro Porro. And it's made its way to him. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pass is just off target and claimed it back swiftly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings it across. Rodrigo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. So what can they make of this? That has found him in acres of space. Yamal, well read, and the danger is averted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Porro. Ferran Torres. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Rodrigo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Grimaldo. And he goes cross-field.
Oh, well spotted.
Ferran Torres. And it's Toro. It's Pedri. And here's Gavi. Little pass back. Shot at goal! The captain delivers!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be accepted in the world he lives in, and the timing of his goal won't be lost on him. It's crucial.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew...
And the shot! In he goes again! Oh, taken with style! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're into the second 45.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rodri. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There's a quick free kick.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Rodrigo. He is through here. Rodrigo is fouled. And that is a little undercooked. That has not gone well. Eder Militao. Tchouameni. Now Eder Militao. Foot in. Rodri going full steam ahead down the left flank. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space out wide.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 19.
Pedri, Grimaldo. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Olmo. Caresses it through. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dani Olmo. Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, cracking ball. Lovely. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
The normal. Pedro Porro. Looking for options for movement.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rodri. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rodri. And it's Porro. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Arda Güler. He's in a great position. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Garcia. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. That's an imaginative pass. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Goulet. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Deep into stoppage time. Pedri. Rodri, who's set up 1 goal so far. Pedro Porro charging forward down that flank. Brahim Diaz. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. And time is up. Spain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Spain perfectly played the hosts and the crowd. They set up to frustrate and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the other end. A cracking away day.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Pedro Porro, and it's Gavi. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? Oh, nice touch. It's a promising position, and he decides to cross it.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Lenormand and Grimaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri, Ferran Torres, Ferran Torres, Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, no joy this time. That's a cute ball. That pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Thuram. 30 minutes gone. Gavi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Out towards the flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ferran Torres is onto this. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Upamecano did well to stay calm there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here. Played into the box. Oh, that was vital. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Pedro Porro. It's a good run down the right. Doué does well to get it back. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. He's being urged to shoot. Real chance! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. That gets things going for the second half.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Great ball, and he's in here. Ferran Torres! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Pedri. Foot in. Dembele. Pedri gets a foot in here. Gavi. Pedri. Gavi. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Dembele. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Mbappe. It's Hernandez. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Yamal looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedro Porro. Nice interception, well timed. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quick.
And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro.
He's had it nicked
Le
away.
numéro 18. Attention, changement.
Pedro Porro is onto it in a flash. Rodri. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Caresses it through, and it's made its way to him. And a chance! Off the post! And here's the chance to counter. Upamecano gets over and intercepts.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and
Big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
that's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 12. Changement en cours.
And the keeper beats it away. He's having a shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Ball driven towards... Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Koulibaly. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo running with the ball. And it's Pedri. Looking for the run. Oh, important interception. Perez. Koundé. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Pedri. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.